What is going on, everybody? It's Taylor Roberts, and welcome to Off the Deep End. If you're just joining us for the first time, we're in the middle of a Madonna deep dive where we explore her artistry and creativity through her music video, and performances, which means new Madonna reactions until we reach the end of her discography. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell button so you get notification of when those new videos drop. Hopping over to Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, give me a follow. A little bit of a different setup. That's because everything in my office is completely gone, except for a few key equipment items that I left behind. Because if you don't know, I'm moving. So this big long pause in absence that you're probably wondering, where the hell did this OTDE guy go? I'm moving, and I'm almost near the end of it. So yes, limited equipment, but we're gonna go ahead and knock out this fourth era of Madonna, Like a Prayer. Interesting that she would name an album Like a Prayer, an album after she did Like a Virgin. Is there going to be some connections there? Is there not going to be any connections there? Is this going to be a freestanding solo project, not a sequel, anything like that? I don't know. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out everything about this album. But without further ado, guys, let's hop right into it. This is already completely different than anything we've listened to so far. And I think I might have heard this one. What a switch up. I really love that choir in the background. Hey. Oh my God, man. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about evolution of an artist. Night and day. Night and day here in the music. Sing it. God, I love the build-up in this song. Yeah. What a change. What a change in the sound from True Blue to Like a Prayer. Everything about that song is different. I mean, and even the way it starts out, it starts off in a way of being like, you're not really going to know what to expect on this album. just because it does start off in this kind of slower type, you know, element where it's just her voice and the choir, and it's very just kind of ominous sounding, and all of a sudden you drop those drums in there and it starts grooving, and it switches back and forth like that, and you don't really expect the song to do that at some point, but I love that it did. It was a great album opener. It sets the tone, which for I hopefully think it sets the tone, that this is going to be one of those albums where you can't expect anything. It's going to be, the unexpected. I apologize if the sun is totally just like fucking up my exposure on this camera right now. Let me fix this. There we go. That's a little better. That's a little better. I got to deal with the sun. We'll fix it in post. Express yourself, bitches. Woo! Come on, girls. Do ya? Oh boy. Sing it. Do you don't? I feel like this could be a sequel to Material Girl, right? That lower register. There's a coarseness in her voice, especially on those power belts that she's doing. Just adds a lot of emotion to the track. Express yourself. Express yourself. Express yourself. Respect yourself. So this, I feel like, kind of falls in line with some elements that we got in like a Virgin album and in the True Blue. You know, it's this very kind of like up-tempo beat, dancey. I want to say it's kind of like the classic Madonna sound, you know. There's a lot of brass in there, some nice little, like, it feels like island guitar. I don't know the exact ukulele. It's not exactly a ukulele, but something, you know. And she uses that a kind of that sound a lot and that drum style a lot, especially I noticed in some of the songs off of True Blue. I can't remember the names of them right now, but they were kind of toward the end of that album. Um, but again, this is just another kind of, dance song from Madonna. I do think it was a little too long. It's what was it? It was a 4 minute and 38 second song. I think it could have probably lived within the 3 minute realm and had a lot more impact. But then again, I don't know if some of these are reissued, extended versions or not. Apparently some of the songs I've listened to in the past have been extended versions, so maybe it wasn't that long in the initial release. I don't know. That's why I have you guys to help me out and let me know, because you always do. And thank you for that. Let's continue on. Love Song. My hair is fucking annoying me right now.
Je suis prête. Vous êtes prêts aussi?
Ooh.
Are you wasting my time? Are you just being kind? Oh no, baby. My love isn't blind. Are you wasting my time? Are you
Hey, I kind of dig how experimental this one is.
Don't give me one of your lines. Say what you mean what you say. Don't go and throw our love away. Strike me dead if I did you wrong. This is not a love song. Now you're just being kind. Am I losing my mind? Losing your mind.
Ooh.
Oh no, baby. Am I losing my mind?
Hey, it's a bit of a slow jam. An experimental slow jam.
Don't wait.
Holy fuck.
Goes by so slowly for those who wait, and those who run seem to have all the fun.
Ooh, those harmonies.
Wasting my time.
She's so fine.
Just being kind.
Oh,
Contrary to what all your enemies told you, sugar never have I did I do you wrong. This is not a love song. Now you're just being kind. Mean what you say, baby, I am gone. This is not a love song. Just be kind.
Embrasse-moi
what?
Am I losing my mind?
pour le dernier fois.
This is so different.
Don't try to tell me what your enemies taught you. I'm good, but I just want you to know. This is not a love song that I want to sing.
See, I feel like it's songs like these that really showcase, is where you can really kind of divide whether an artist is a star or is just another artist. The ability to be able to push the boundaries of music and explore, a certain genre in a way that quite hasn't yet been explored before. And we got two big icons on here. I mean, you got Madonna and you got Prince, which I feel like Prince, man, Prince brings his own swagger to whatever song he hops on for sure. And it was definitely, his swagger was all over this track. but it's the collaboration between the two that I think is what really makes this song stand out, because their voices go very, very, very well together. But it's that kind of that R&B kind of funk flair that Prince can give off, and Madonna's kind of more pop rock stuff that she's kind of delved on or dove into in the past, and putting those elements together, but stripping it back and making it something raw and something unique and something, just completely out of the box. That's what makes an artist not just a basic artist, but an innovator in music. And sometimes, you push the boundaries and it can go terrible. Or sometimes you push the boundaries and, you push the genre into the next generation or into the next evolution of what it's going to be. And definitely a song like that worked.
Luck is running out of time. You're not in love with me anymore. Wish that you would change what you want, 'cause you don't love me no more.
Boom, boom, boom.
Need so much, but not from me. Turn your back in my out of me. Something's wrong, but you pretend you don't see. I think I interrupt your life, but when you laugh it cuts me just like a knife. I'm not your friend, I'm just your little wife. Luck is running out of time. You're not in love with me anymore. I wish that you would change what you want. If you don't, luck is running out of time.
I don't know how I'm feeling about this one right now.
I wish that you would change what you want, 'cause you don't love me no more. You never love with me anymore. I wish that you would change what you want.
I do love the melody of the chorus. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right here.
Not in love with me anymore. I wish that you would change what you want, 'cause you don't love me no more. He takes a drink, she goes inside. He starts to scream, her faces fly. He wishes that she wouldn't cry. He's not in love with her anymore. He makes demands, she draws a line. He starts to fight, she starts to lie. What is true when something dies? He's not in love with her anymore. He's running out of time. Not in love with me anymore. I wish that you would change what you want, 'cause you don't love me no more. You never laugh.
I love when that bass comes in though.
He breaks the door.
It just feels like it fills out the whole thing,
He's not in love with her anymore. He takes a drink, she goes inside. He starts to scream, the faces fly. He wishes that she wouldn't cry. He's not in love with her anymore. He makes demands, she draws a line. He starts to fight, she starts to lie. But what's true when something dies? He's not in love with her anymore.
She's had enough. She says the end. She'll come back. She knows it then. A chance to start it all again. Till death do us part.
Okay. I like the little outro here though. I will say that. I do like the little outro. Yeah, these songs, although, I notice they do have certain key elements that we've gotten before in past albums, which have kind of become Madonna's trademarks a little bit, at least for me, over these last 3 or 4 albums that we've listened to. But this one specifically, I noticed that the structure of the songs are not, you know, they're a lot more experimental. Even though we're getting, sometimes it sounds like, it could be a Madonna song that fit on like a Virgin or her debut album or True Blue, but yet structurally there's enough difference there to where it's just completely in its own thing. And this song is one of those. All of these songs have been those, but Till Death Do Us Part, I don't think has been my favorite on this album so far, and it could just be because it came right after Love Song, which has just been drastically different than anything else we've listened to so far. But yeah, right now, Till Death Do Us Part is an okay song, not my favorite.
Little girl, don't you forget her face, laughing away your tears when she was the one who felt all the pain. Little girl, never forget her eyes, keep them alive inside. I promise to try, but it's not the same. Keep your head held high, ride like the wind. Never look behind. Life isn't fair, that's what you said, so I try not to care.
This is a beautiful little piano ballad.
Don't run away so
I fucking love the violin, man. It's just such an emotional instrument.
little girl, you've got to forget the past and learn to forgive me. I promise to try, but it feels like a lie. Don't let memory play games with your mind. She's a faded smile, frozen in time. I'm still hanging on, but doing it wrong. Can't kiss her goodbye, but I promise to try.
I feel like this is a breakup album. Is this a breakup album? It has to be. At the beginning, I felt like it was going to be, a love album, but this feels more like a breakup album. And True Blue was the love album. You know what I mean? And this is the follow-up to that. I don't know how her relationship with Sean Penn was around this time because I haven't researched it yet. Obviously, I'll do that after this album reaction, but it could, if they were to have, gotten a divorced around this time, this definitely most definitely could have been a breakup album for sure. I feel like that one was a kind of like a little bit of a song to herself or a song to your younger self a bit. There are some interesting takes in these songs for sure.
Cherish, cherish. So tired of broken hearts and losing at this game before
Again, more of those like classic Madonna elements.
Cherish the thought of always having you here by my side. Oh baby, I cherish the joy you keep bringing it into my life. I'm always singing it. Cherish the strength you got, the power to make me feel good. And baby, I perish the thought of ever leaving. I never would. I was never satisfied with casual encounter. I still made my point of view. Can't get where I wanted you.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling this one.
Could never forget to cherish you.
Trying to get into the groove of things. Like I'm feeling it a little bit, but
Cherish the thought of always having you here by my side. Oh baby, I cherish the joy you keep bringing it into my life. I'm always singing it. Cherish joy, my boy. I will always cherish the joy. Joy, my boy. I will always cherish the joy.
it's gonna be a no-go for me on this one. Again, I think my biggest problem on that one was that I think it was too long for the type of song that it was. You know, it's this upbeat kind of funky dance song. But there wasn't enough in there to where it felt fresh and new. It kind of felt repetitive. And I mean, a 5-minute song shouldn't feel repetitive for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? There was that brief little switch up where we kind of stripped everything out and the drums came in and we were, you know, going into the bridge, breakdown part of the song. But other than that, it really was just, it just felt like it was on loop the whole entire time. And it kind of lost my interest a bit there. My hair, man. I haven't had long hair before, so this is new to me dealing with it.
Baby face, don't grow so fast. Make a special wish that will always last. Rub this magic lantern, he will make your dreams come true. For you, ride the rainbow to the other side. Catch a falling star, and after running through the love parade.
I mean, lyrically, this one is completely different than anything we've heard Madonna before.
Roses raining on the love parade. If the land of make-believe is inside your heart, it will never leave. There's a golden gate where the fairies all wait and dancing moons for you. Close your eyes and you'll be there. Candy kisses and a sunny day.
I feel like I'm on some, like, Disneyland ride. It's like a small world after all, you know? Little dolls singing and shit.
It's a holiday inside your love parade. On the merry-go-round,
Oh.
lovers and white turtle doves, leprechauns floating by. This is your lullaby, sugar plum fingertips, kissing your honey lips. Close your eyes, sleepyhead. Is it time for your bed? Never forget what I've said. Hang on, you're already there.
Woo. Yeah, this does feel like some Disneyland shit. Okay, so oh, it transitioned. Okay, I'll talk about those two in a sec. This is the first time I've heard a Madonna song transition like that. I always love those kind of transitions. How did this album get so cinematic all of a sudden? Okay, I'm fucking digging this. I love that sound. Ooh. Sonically, this track is beautiful. Her vocals on this as well are gorgeous. Fuck. I like this. I like this a lot. Oh my god. This song right here is the epitome of evolution. Listening back and thinking back to Madonna's debut album to this song right here just shows how much she changed and how much she improved over the years, not only in production, but in songwriting and the structure of everything. I mean, let me take it back to Dear Jessie first, because it's almost like two songs is just one gigantic song. I wasn't sure how I felt about Dear Jessie at first. But then I started to realize that it almost kind of felt almost like a dream-like song. And each time the instrumental changed up just slightly a little bit, I felt like we were entering a different world of that dream. So it was that very kind of cinematic feeling And then the transition from that song into Oh Father was just on another level. It was like we've entered, you know, some other dimension. We left the dream world and we entered into another dimension where everything just kind of came in full blast. And I mean, I'm telling you, that song right there, if you want to take a track from her debut album, say like Holiday or some shit like that, and play this song and compare them, you could tell right then and there that she had improved so fucking much. Like it didn't feel, it's not that genre of pop anymore. Although it is pop technically, it doesn't feel like that genre of pop. It feels more of this what do you want to call it? Like I don't want to say cinematic rock because it's not necessarily cinematic rock, but it does have this kind of, 1970s fluidity to it. But with more of just this sort of storytelling cinematic element thrown in within the production of the instrumental. I don't know. I really don't know how to describe it. All I know is that I really, really, really liked it. Hey. Okay.
I got brothers, I got some sisters too. Stuck in the middle, tell you what I'm gonna do. Gonna history. Brothers and sisters, they hold
This definitely does feel biographical.
and your soul. Don't forget that your family's
That guitar rhythm.
but it's together blues. Everyone's a stranger. City life can get to you. People can be so cold. Never want to turn your back. Just giving to get something. Always wanting something back. Together, family. They're reminder of your history. Brothers and sisters, they hold the key to your heart and your soul. Don't forget that your family's
Hey.
another misery and all the heartache that they brought to
Harmonies on point, like always. Harmonies are always on point with Madonna. That one was okay too. I wasn't quite feeling that one as much as the last couple songs we've been listening to, but it does feel very autobiographical. Reflecting on family and family values and who your family is, and your family always being by you in that way. But I couldn't help but notice it. I felt like maybe it was possibly her dealing with now being who she is, and sometimes feeling the pressure and the stress from that, and having that family to fall back onto. You know what I mean? I don't know. I like the message, but I wasn't too much of a fan. It does, like I said, it does feel a little bit. Again, I think I just want to say the repetitiveness. Some of these songs, it just kind of felt a little bit repetitive, and I think that just has to do with kind of the length of the song. They might have been just slightly too long, but then again, I don't know if these are the extended versions or not. So, a Latin flair with the Spanish guitar. Woo. Hey.
I know for sure his heart is here with me. Though I wish him back, I know he cannot see. My hands trembling. I know he hears me sing. I light this candle and watch it throw
Belt it.
tears on my pillow. And if there is a Christ, he'll come tonight to pray for Spanish eyes. And if I have nothing left to show, the tears on my pillow, what kind of life is this?
Again, there's that raspiness in her voice.
Help me
I feel like it really does add a lot to it.
eyes. He had to. How much heartache? How many suns will they have to burn? Spanish eyes. When will they ever learn?
Just let that guitar play out. Take me away, Spanish guitar.
You were not the Maravilla in our mind. We were proud to fight, but we cannot win this blind. If God exists, then help me pray for Spanish eyes.
Lágrimas de tristeza no me dejan olvidarte.
How many lives will they have to take? How much heartache? How many suns will they have to burn? Spanish eyes. When will they ever learn?
That was a good song. Well, I wonder what is up with it seems like she has like a fascination with like Latin culture or just Latin music in general because there's a lot of those kind of influences sprinkled around in her music, even if it's not just straight Latin influence, but you get a little bit of that in some of the songs within the drum patterns or whether it's the certain rhythm in the guitar, even if it's not a Spanish guitar. But of course, then there's songs like these where it's just straight. You can tell the influence is there. I don't know if she maybe you guys know if she's like super into Latin culture and Latin music, or if there's something that just draws her to it, that she uses some of those sounds and those elements in her music. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any ideas or not about that. But yeah, like in True Blue, like La Isla Bonita, very Latin flavored song. Is this reversed? It's definitely reversed.
Oh my God. I'm hardly sorry for having offended you. And I detest all my sins because of thy just punishment. Oh my God. I'm hardly sorry for having offended thee. And I detest all my sins because of thy just punishments. But most of all, because my God, I've offended thee, who art all good, like I knew you would, and deserving of all my love. A reservation. What do you mean it's not in the computer?
Way to close out the album. I loved how she took Like a Prayer and flipped it and reversed it and just had the whole song play in reverse while she's talking over it. I think that was just such a unique way to kind of close out the album by taking the opener and just, flipping it on its head a little bit. But Like a Prayer, guys, this album is definitely super experimental. And I know I say that. I feel like I say that for every Madonna album. I'm always like, this one is a lot more experimental than the last one. But it's because, and I'm sure the album after this is going to be even more fucking experimental than this one. But you can clearly see the evolution of Madonna from album to album to album. Like I said, if you were to take one song off of her debut album and compare it with a song like even like Love Song or Oh Father, it'd be night and day to the type of music it is, not only sonically or lyrically, but structurally as well. It just feels a lot more advanced. Some of the things I liked about this album was just kind of how cinematic some of the songs felt. It did have a very like kind of fresh breath of air, especially like Love Song, how stripped back it was, but yet super experimental at the same time. And the addition of Prince on that track, I think, was great because I feel like those two voices work really, really well together. And Prince is always somewhat an experimental artist himself, so it just felt like the two of them fucking around, exploring with sound and painting with what they got. If that makes sense to you guys. Dear Jessie, like I said, I wasn't sure how I felt about it in the beginning, but as I listened to it more and more, I really like how each kind of, I want to say, third of the song changed up in sound just a little bit. I felt like we were entering different worlds of a dream, but then interlinking that with Oh Father and just how cinematic Oh Father felt, it just changed my opinion on the song before it, because it just felt like one long song, one long journey, which was just fantastic. I think some of the things hurting the album were, I feel like some of the songs were a little too long, to where they started to feel a bit repetitive. Like I said, I don't know if that was originally how they were the length, or if they happened to be an extended edition on this album, but it seemed to be more of kind of the more basic pop songs that were extended out and started to feel repetitive, which then again, that's what happens because pop structure is very much like this A, B, C, A, B type thing. It doesn't have that fluidity or that experimentation of just letting the music take its course like it did in some of these more cinematic songs. Okay, songs that I enjoyed on this album. Like a Prayer, Love Song. Express Yourself was okay. I enjoyed it. It wasn't a complete worst song on the album, but out of the songs I didn't care for, Express Yourself comes out on top as my least disliked song, I think. Dear Jessie, Oh Father, Pray for Spanish Eyes, and I really loved Act of Contrition and just how that closed out, how it just took Like a Prayer and flipped it on its head. I thought that was a great way to close out the album. Almost felt like you're kind of like rewinding the album in itself a bit. But let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments, guys, what you like about the album, what you dislike about the album. Of course, if you have any fun facts about the album, you can lay them down, or you can put them down right in the comment section. But of course, we're going to get to all the music videos and bonus content, all of that. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell button so you get notification of when those new videos drop. Hop on over to Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Give me a follow. If you would like to get access to the uncut version of this album reaction, as well as lots of Madonna deep dive bonus content, monthly drunk live streams, a request thread, all kinds of cool stuff, you can hop on over to Patreon. There is a link down in the description where for $3 or $5 a month, you not only help support the deep dive series or the OTDE channel, but you also get access to lots of cool content. So make sure you go and check that out. And that is all I got for you guys today. So until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you. Hey, thanks for watching Off the Deep End. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share, and feel free to explore our channel and check out some of our other videos. Remember, new videos drop every week. Take care.